Welcome to the Personal Development video series, a journey of self-discovery. I'm your host, life coach Annerine Rousseau. This video series is sponsored by the Personal Development online course. Welcome to today's video cast. My name is Annerine Rousseau and I'm a life coach. Today we're going to be discussing beliefs. We're going to discuss what a belief is, how do we land up believing something, how does that apply in our lives, and what are we going to do about it. There seems to be like this talk about, you need to know what your beliefs are, you need to know what your values are, but let's just figure out exactly why am I learning all of this? Why is it important to know what your beliefs are? I'm hoping within this video it's going to clear up a couple of those questions. So let's start off with the beginning. Let's start off with what a belief is. A belief is an acceptance that something is. And that something can be anything. It doesn't even need to be factual. It's not something we're born with, it's something that we learn. And that can be from anywhere. It can be with the way we were brought up, from our education. It can be from an event, from an experience, from an area, from the situation around you. You can start believing something from anything. And it doesn't even have to be factual. But what happens is you most likely are told something. And that is being told to you over and over and over again until you resonate with it and it becomes a fact to you. In some cases, that fact can become so strong that it becomes a conviction. It is absolutely, in your opinion, the truth. So we've got positive beliefs and we've got negative beliefs. And the reason why we seek out to find what we believe is to remove the negative belief. Because if we know what we believe and we can remove the negative belief, then we can ultimately be in a strong place of believing moving forward positive things. You can have a very hectic belief about yourself, about others, and you can have mild beliefs that are actually not so important. I want to give you an example, a personal example that's happened in my life, and it was revealed to me when I first did the belief session. I come from a family that believes that you must not waste food. It's almost criminal to waste food. The same family taught me that it is really essential to eat fruit and vegetables. On a daily basis, they incorporated fruit in my life as well as vegetables, and we were not allowed to waste our food. I come from a fairly large family, and I found myself at a position of my life where I lived alone. And I believed that I must not waste food. I must have fruit and vegetables daily. These are all wonderful beliefs. They're all practical. They all make logical sense. You shouldn't waste food. You should definitely have fruit and vegetables. But in the experience of me living alone, to have fruit and vegetables on a daily basis versus not wasting became so difficult for me, and the not wasting vegetables and fruit outweighed my belief of wasting. So wasting was by far higher. Do not waste food became by far more important to me than having fruit and vegetables every single day, that I stopped having fruit and vegetables every day. And the belief of do not waste food outweighed it. And when I practically looked at the scenario, it was a shock. Because what was physically happening in my body is when I went shopping, I didn't buy that bag of apples because I was going to waste it, because I wasn't going to be able to eat it before the expiry date. So what happened in my reality is that I stopped eating fruit and vegetables because I didn't want to buy it, because I didn't want to waste it. aha moment when I put the two together and I was like, what is more important? If I be mindful not to waste food and make sure that I eat fruit and vegetables. So the idea is to take a look at what it is that you're believing, put it into perspective, and remove or shift the things that are not working for you. So don't get me wrong, I still believe that you shouldn't waste food, but I shifted what was more important to me. It's more important for me to go and get a packet of apples, and maybe make sure that I shared them so they wouldn't go to waste. I was mindful about that. Was my belief moving forward. Clever. So the belief system is there to be able to, or the reason why we look into the belief system is to be able to open up your eyes to see what it is that you believe. How does that belief serve you, and what are you going to do about it? So I have a question for you to determine what your belief is. I want you to think of something that you've wanted. Something that you want perhaps to achieve, or something that you've always wanted, something that you just want to go out and get, but you never seem to get that right. Ask yourself why. When I did that question for the first time, what came out is that I was not worthy. I was not worthy of going out to grab what it is that I wanted to believe. I just wasn't good enough. And that became my belief. It was what I set out in my life, is I'm actually just not good enough. Massive aha moments. Okay, that is a negative belief, and girl, you got to start working on that. So the idea of removing a negative belief is ask yourself true questions on how real is that? How factual is my belief? Determine the fact around that belief and start degrading the value of that belief. Change it with something that is true. I am worth it. I actually am very worth it. Okay, let's get that under perspective. And determine then, why is that true? And keep repeating that. Because often a belief is formulated after constant repetition. So finding out what your belief is actually seriously important, because it allows you to see your life through another perspective. I hope this has encouraged you and has given you some information on what a belief is and how is it worthwhile to find out what your beliefs are. Hope you enjoyed my video. Like and subscribe, and I'll chat with you again.